Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about low code, no code and the environment in which it's done in. So, low code, no code, basically what it is it reduces the need for traditional hand coding programs. In essence, it allows people with little to no programming experience to create functional applications. This can be either done in no code by, for example, using WordPress, which is a drag and drop program, or you can use alternatives such as with low code. There are some applications where you can drag and drop blocks which can change variables, allowing for you to create more in-depth applications and programs. So this, especially with no code now, has allowed for millions to create websites with people like Squarespace, Wix, and there are many others. And it's allowed people who don't have the technical knowledge to make websites and to create shops, stores with Shopify and all of these, and it's basically been an explosion of creativity because it just allows everyone to bring their ideas to life. So now let's talk about the future integration. So we've already talked a little bit about applications and websites, but another real big thing is automation. So we've already seen it with Zapier, which basically uses itself to make automations. And the future in which I see a lot is especially when it's integrated with AI. And this is also my idea. So I think with AI, the main problems of low code, no code is that when you make something, there's a lot of additional variables that are in place to make sure that the code works, and this can lead to it being heavy and burdened compared to traditional custom-made programming. But with the usage of AI, it can cut out a lot of those variables and actually work out the program to make sure that it runs at an efficient rate. And maybe uses different languages in the background, such as JavaScript and all of these kind of things, to make sure that the process is sped up. This would allow for basically low code and no code to get a lot closer to traditional coding, whilst also still retaining its advantages, and basically creating a system that would, revolutionize how we code and really change how we see it. The way that I'd want to implement this is by using these already done services. And integrating with these already done services. We're already seeing this slightly with Bing AI and ChatGPT, which can already code to a decent proficiency. But now, with more in-depth, more characters, and more checkers, I've seen this now is that they're using multiple AIs to double check over the code and to make sure that it's 100% accurate. And my idea would be using these large programming models, multiple of them in conjunction, as well as, for example, drag and drop and people adding in their own images that they want it to be based off and the look and stuff like that, to create websites, applications, and many more things that would allow for a much easier process for millions to get access to. This would allow for creativity to increase extremely, and also allow for companies that use these low code, no code to stick with it and stay with it and not go into these custom software engineers, which cost so much money. This would allow for especially small to medium-sized businesses to grow without having the burden of these massive investments that they require. So to finish off, I'd like to conclude by saying low code, no code is really useful, and I personally will be using it to make, for example, quick prototypes of websites that I want to make. I think that it's really good for basic stuff, and just testing things out and seeing the functionality of certain aspects. And I really am interested to see how the future will go with it and how we use AI to make sure that the speeds are better, and maybe how we integrate different languages into low code, no code to make it so that it can grow past a small business and make large firms use it as their main source. Thank you.